It's your boy 𝐿AK, holla at your boy. You already know what it is. Yeah, I'm here, baby. I'm still here. You know, letting the hair grow. You know, keeping it slick back for today. Enjoying life, you know, taking it all in. Summer's here. Rage for the summer. Getting better every day. You know, getting better every day. At something new. Something new every day. Been networking, been exploring. And I have a friend. She's one of my favorites. And I kind of popped the bottle earlier, and I'm going to pop her again. 𝗏𝗏 Riesling, Columbia Valley. I'll let your boy. This is going to be my drink of choice for this podcast. Riesling. Gonna pour me a glass. As you can see, pour me a glass of that. Yeah. Pour me a glass of that. And you know, I'm gonna kick back, unwind, sip some wine, and live in the divine. You know what I'm saying? Live in the divine. So currently, we're getting better on every level, right? We're getting better at every level. It's kind of own lane-ish. Topics are different. Music is different. Playlist is different. Setup is different. Energy is rising. Overall, just by being in the city and networking, you know, showing face, coming up with different ideas, you know, meeting certain people in certain positions, seeing the up-and-coming people that's doing it, and also seeing the people that's doing it, you know what I'm saying? And getting better on all grounds. And we're gonna cheers to that. We're gonna cheers to that. We're gonna cheers to getting better on every level, right? Yeah. And that's the goal at hand, you know, and Riesling is one of my faves. Makes you feel nice and easy, and it's not overwhelming. And you can have it at dinner, lunch, breakfast. Sets the mood, sets the tone, without you feeling overboard, you know what I mean? Unless that's what you're going for. But right now I'm into the mellow aspects of things. Real tranquilo. You feel me? It's a beautiful day. Got my workout in. Haven't been posting much with the workout, stuff like that. But you guys get the picture. Just going through a moment of perspective and putting things in category of what's priority and what's not priority. And also embracing challenges and putting myself in position to optimize my skill sets by challenging myself, challenging others, and putting myself in the best scenario to win, right? Or to level up from where I was before. And I'm constantly doing that, putting things in order. So I have a plethora of like music online, a plethora of content online, a plethora of merchandise, and now it's just, you know, I guess people want to see me, make it tangible, make it real, make it real life, you know what I mean? Make it real life, you know, make their fantasies come true, make my fantasies come true. And that's where the goal is, and that's what I'm aiming for, you know, not just talking about things, but, you know, making them things come to life and making it happen. And it's important to take those times of like time for self, have your me time, so that you know how to gauge the processes that you want to engage in and how to move accordingly so that you could become successful at all the things that you venture off into. So yeah, you gotta take a break sometimes, recollect, reevaluate, and then come back stronger. You know what I mean? Come back stronger. Even if you already were strong before, you just come back stronger. Yeah. Taking a look back and being like, sometimes it feels like you're starting from scratch, but you're not really starting from scratch. You're just starting from the same cycle over and over again. And that cycle evolves based upon your knowledge of like what steps you want to take in that cycle or that process. And I guess the universe is just testing you to see what decisions you're gonna make. You feel me? What decisions you gonna make? And that's based off of the results that you want to obtain. And what life you want to live. Based off of like your desires and stuff like that. So that's why it's important to like take that step back, because it's like, I just did all of this. But then for me, I'm like, there's more. I gotta do 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 more. But that more sometimes it's like, yo, bro, you did a lot. Let the universe align what you did with where you're going and with how it's gonna be done. You feel me? That's one aspect. And the other aspect is like, yo, you gotta do more. What's the next level? More, 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 more. What opportunities next? What spot next? Like, more. What gift next? More. And it's also finding the time to be in that space of wanting more, and also being in the space of what am I not using that I could not focus on, and focus on what I'm using and what's working in the state of like abundance. Like, I gotta get this done, or it has to be done. And that's something that are in the processes of like figuring out. And there's certain things that already just simplistically aligned to work the way that it works. And there's other things that's like, yo, I gotta get that done, or I gotta get this done, or I'm gonna get this done, or it's already done, or I gotta put this to the side and put this first, or I gotta write my goals down, or write all these different things. Got the mask on my skin, mask available, you know, for your skin repair. Yeah, natural. Natural. Getting the body right. That's another thing, getting the mind and the body right, so that you can feel good. Because you look good, you feel good, right? So that's another thing as well. Just making sure that I feel good and I look good, and I'm looking the way that I want to look, and I'm feeling the way that I want to feel, and I'm not being forced to do anything, or, you know what I'm saying, peer pressure to do anything and stuff like that, man. And I'm always, for the most part, in control of what I want to do and the decisions that I'm making. You know what I mean? So that's another thing as well. So you got to have those moments of like hermit reevaluation, gathering of thought, revising and reintroducing yourself to a form, process, or perspective that is already a part of you, but you just haven't used it or utilized it for what it's needed to yet. And that's another thing. It's like, okay, do I utilize these skills now, or do I wait till I'm presented with the opportunity? Stuff like that, right? Or do I like if I dominate this thing, right? What are the results? But if I dominate this, what are the results from that? And which one is going to take me to that next phase of my life? So these are the things that you got to sit back and analyze. And it's, you know, you got to have your me time. You got to sit back sometimes and sip some wine. And all those things could be overwhelming and could create, you know, a lot of thought in your mind, which can be like anxiety and stuff like that. So you might just want to relax, sip some vibes, listen to some vibes. You know what I'm saying? Listen to my podcast, watch TV, listen to a perspective so that you could be like, okay, damn, I do need a break. Or I was bullshitting, or I was overwhelmed with work, or I was doing a lot, or you're at that right pace. You just need a glass of wine. You just need to focus your mind. You just need to come up with new concepts, come up with new formats, come up with new platforms. Network to a different crowd, network for different people. You You know what I'm saying? Try new things, new technology, new information, new perspectives, so many different things. So I did want to introduce the wine aspect to things, and one of my favorite wines, and if you know me, you already know what it is. You already know what it is. So here's what's gonna happen. Anyone that's invited to this podcast or this show, you have to bring a Riesling, right? Whatever of your choice, right? If you cannot find the Riesling, you would have to bring a wine of your choice, right? And that's how we're gonna start. It's a wine thing, right? It's a wine thing. Right now, it's a wine thing. Right? We'll have spin-offs later, and we'll get into other things. But right now, I'm feeling a vibe of like wine, and you know, companies out there. If you holler at your boy, Chateau Michel, Chateau Saint Michel. Yep. Holler at your boy, LAK. Yeah. Holler at your boy. Other companies, holler at your boy, interested. You want me to advertise, be the ambassador of your brand, market your products, holler at your boy. You're not listening to Us TV. You're not watching Us TV. And this is our me time. See that? Our me time. I made me time hours so that you can have this time of just like kicking back, relaxing, just vibing to your thoughts, or vibing to whatever music that you may have, or vibing to like the ambiance, or vibing with your significant partner and stuff like that. Just to create a mood, and a fire to want to be just relaxed and chill, like, and not to say that you haven't been putting in the work, but just to say like, all right, your body needs time to just breathe. You need those moments, and your body will start to work effective based off that rest that you're getting. And that time to be like, okay, I want to sit down and reflect my thoughts and put my, because that's another thing too, and this is just for me, maybe different for everybody else. When you're creating a vision board, when you're putting the vision boards together, you're putting it on poster board, piece of paper, your wall, you get to see it all the time. But there's another thing when that vision board is like photographic in your mind, and you can see these things all the time in your mind, which will change your universal outlook, because the things that are in your mind constantly and you see it all the time, you start to see it everywhere, and you start to become more noticing of what's in your mind when it's around you. Because you're like, okay, I've been thinking about this car, or I've been thinking about this opportunity, or I've been thinking about this scenery or this experience. And the more you keep thinking about it, is the more that it happens to you. And you become one with the experience of wanting to experience these things beforehand, which why me time is necessarily it's important. It's a necessity. Only if it's important to you, you know what I mean? If it's something that is needed in the everyday happenings of what's happening around you. And that's what I gotta do. I gotta take my me time so that I could visualize myself in those states of like being successful, winning, getting better, prospering, putting myself in the best case scenarios, putting myself to meet people like-minded or more advanced than what I'm trying to do, or just cool individuals, period, you know what I mean? Putting myself in a mind state of being of service to the people around me, and constantly putting that in the universe and presenting myself in that manner. Because I know that people want a perspective and they want to know how to do certain things, you know what I mean? So a lot of who I am is me time. Incorporate some wine here and there, you know, just for the podcast, just incorporate some wine, and kind of takes away the overthinking, the jitter sometimes, and just socially, and not just socially, just being, you know, a connoisseur of wine, or having a good time, or just something that you would want to add to your everyday routine or weekly routine, where it may not be every day, but you know, for these amount of days or these amount of hours, you're gonna have this time to yourself to come up with your concepts, or to take time out to watch us TV, just so that you could think and be in a space of creativity. That's what it is, man. You gotta be in a space of creativity so that you don't feel sheltered or in a box, no matter like where you at. You just feel like you're in a box of creativity that's like Gogol, like it's constantly expanding. Like it's not even a box, it's just a universe full of creativity that you have to put into, in action, so that you can make your world and other people's experiences in your world a lasting one and a fun one, and something like of that was memorable, you know? Make that shit exciting. Make it fun. Make it wild. You know what I mean? Like, yo, we had a great time. We experienced a lot. We talked about things that people normally don't want to talk about, or we've engaged in processes that was like out the norm, you know what I mean? That most people don't want to engage in. And we separating the pros from the cons, you feel me? So it's just like, here's what I need to do. Here's what I want to do. Here's what I'm doing. Here's what I'm not doing. Here's what I'm going to be doing. Here's who I am. Here's who I'm not. So all these different things, and you like, yo, I have to put these things into perspective. And the only time I have to utilize my mind, like I have to find time to utilize my mind. How many people are aware of that? I gotta find time to utilize my mind so that my mind could think freely and in a clear state of mind. So I have to make time for me to exist the way that I want to exist. Because if I'm not existing the way that I do want to exist, and I clash with different energies, and we not on the same frequency and wavelength, then it turns into conflict, or it turns into like uncomfortability and stuff like that. But if I'm thriving as me, and I'm being me, and I'm presenting myself as me, then I'm comfortable with what I'm doing. And if other people aren't comfortable with what I'm doing, that means that they either don't like it, or they just have to get used to it or catch up to what you're doing. But either way, for myself as an individual, I'm getting better at everything that I'm setting myself up for, or every opportunity that is presented to me. I'm getting better. And as I'm getting better, I could create more content. I could be more clear with my topics. I could be more clear with explaining who I am and what I'm doing. I could defy odds. You know what I mean? I could position myself to be in certain positions. And I could do whatever the fuck I want. Because I'm happy with what I'm doing, and I'm happy with where I'm going, and I'm happy with who I am. And I don't have to have that mental overthinking of like a barrier sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes. Because sometimes it does happen when it's like, I'm overthinking this shit. I'm like, I don't want to talk to nobody. I don't want to be with nobody. But those are the moments when I realize I'm like, all right, let's get back to you. Why are you overthinking? Why are you not thinking this way? Why are you feeling like this? Okay, you felt like this? Okay, how do you go back to feeling the way that you feel successful, or you're thriving, or you're at that moment of like winning? You know what I'm saying? When are you, or how are you feeling? And that's why you have to go back to those me times and analyze and say to yourself, like, look, I gotta get in tuned with myself. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Mask available now. It's not dirt. It's cleansing the dirt. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? My hair grew back. You feel me? My skin is looking exquisite. I'm in shape. You know what I mean? Whew. We're getting better. We're getting better. And as time goes and you're going up to that ladder of like that ladder of success, you reward yourself as well. Right? Because sometimes we get caught up in the end goal, but we don't get caught up into the checkpoints of things that we're checking off just as an individual, and as goals that we set for ourselves individually. So it's important to just be like, okay, here's a checkpoint of where I'm going and where I'm at. Let me celebrate an achievement and keep myself motivated so that I know that I'm getting better and better and better at something. And it's not overwhelming me to where I'm unhappy living the life that I want to live, or I'm unhappy doing something that I don't want to do. Feel me? So with that being said, I love doing what I do. I'm going to continue to love what I'm doing. And I was happy and I'm glad to make you a part of my me time while I sip my wine, Riesling, Chateau St. Michel, right? Riesling, Columbia Valley. It's 2022. One of my favorites. Holla at your boy. Wine companies, holla at your boy. You already know what it is. Late bloomers, LAK. Hottest in the city. Yeah. All around, you know, building my way up. Came to take over. You know, hair good, skin good, smell good, feel good, body good. And it is what it is. You already know what it is. Jazz America, Us TV. You know, merch available, music available. See me in your town, see me on your street, see me at your venue. I'll let your boy purchase some. Exchange info. Stay in contact. Holla at your boy. Jazz America. What's up? I'm going to keep it going just for a couple more minutes. Hey. It's one of the best tasting wines ever. I've been drinking it for forever. Like I said, great for dinner, lunch, socially. You don't want to get too blasted, you know, have a glass of Riesling. And enjoy the night with your significant other, you know. Have a blast. And have fun. Have fun. And just know that it gets better. I get better. You'll get better. Watching this will make you better and them better. And don't get caught up into the, you know, unless you're listening to me talk that stuff that's real, you know what I mean? And it's not about just being real, it's just being like who I am. You feel me? Won't you be my neighbor? Yeah. Have a great, today is Tuesday. Have a great day. Enjoy your me time. Enjoy your wine. Enjoy your Riesling. Enjoy subscribing to my page. Like, share, comment, you know how it goes. And stay in touch and send a message. And have your me time. Right? And enjoy yourself. Holla at your boy, Jazz America. What's up?